Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I wasn't expecting to do this format of video for quite a few months anyway, until I got the funds together, but I'll go on to it in a minute. But basically, I'm going to be swapping out the HD 6570 that's currently in my Mac Pro with this monster. This is an Nvidia GeForce 8800 GTS, 320 meg, I believe, dual DVI, double wide PCIe slot. It's just an absolute monster. When I get the 6570 out, you'll really appreciate how gigantic this card really is. And there's the power cable. I have to buy that separately, but that's for now in a minute. Deadly hardware. Alistair, he's a good friend of mine, and I think I've got him on my featured channels list on the side. He was just awesome. We were talking one day, and he said, well, I just got my new GTX 660. I was like, good for you, lucky bastard. And he said, well, I'm going to be swapping out the GTS for the GT into another computer he had. Do you want the GTS? And I was sort of like, are you taking the piss, mate? But no, he said, I'd rather give it to someone that gets use out of it than for it to just be lying around looking like an absolute monster. So we arranged courier stuff, no problem, and here it is. I'm just a little bit gobsmacked that it's actually arrived, and I could actually trust someone over the internet to do something without it backfiring and me losing a load of money. It's nice for that to happen for a change, but honestly, guys, you have to go and check this guy out. Deadly Hardware. He does awesome videos, mostly PC related, but he does have a G5 as well. So if you're into the PowerPC stuff, then definitely go over check him out. I've got a little 6570 in there, which I think is an absolute monster on itself, even though it's obviously not. But I'm just £10 this cost me basically for an upgrade. I just cannot quite believe it, guys. Just as a little bit of a proof there, this is an OS 10 now. I've got the 6570 2GB installed. This is a quicker card, guys. This is definitely a quicker card. I've looked at benchmarks and stuff like that. Quicker. It is older though, and I'm guessing it's going to kick out a lot more heat, but it's quicker. It's going to allow me to run anti-aliasing a little bit nicer, and as well as you know what I mean. Resolution, stuff like that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just shut everything down and then move the macro into a more suitable position, pop off the door, and let's get the new graphics card in. Say hello once again to the insides of my Mac Pro. I can't remember the last time you saw the insides of it, but yeah, it's got 3 drive bays now. I'm not sure if I've told you that either. I got short-term memory loss, guys. But yeah, I'm still on the lookout for the final hard drive bay. But there is a 6570. I absolutely love this card. For the price I got it for 25 quid, and it's done everything I've thrown at it and more. I mean, the Xeons could do with something a little bit more powerful in there, but every game I've thrown at it, every video I've asked it to render, it's just done it brilliantly, silently, and it just runs ice cool. I don't think it's ever gone up above 60 degrees centigrade, which is pretty incredible. See, I popped out a PCI slot cover there, ready for the dual slot card. I apologise, guys. You can see it's got VGA, HDMI, and DVI. The new GTS has 2 DVI, which is absolutely awesome. This does have DirectX 11 though, which is something the GTS doesn't have, but I believe there is some sort of a way that you can get DirectX 11 to run on the older cards. But there we go, out pops the 6570, let's place it down there, and let's bring the 8800 GTS into range. Yes, it's that massive. Look at that, guys. It's unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculously huge. This, of course, doesn't require any sort of external power. This does. Luckily, there is. If I just show you in there, you'll be able to see it very well. You can just about see those two little 6-pin connectors in there. But here we go. In goes the GTS. Once again, I'd like to thank Alistair. You are an absolute legend, guys. Mate. I will use this card every day for as long as I possibly can get away with it. I've heard these cards are pretty damn reliable, so it shouldn't crap out on me. But there we go. Okay, so I've plugged everything in pretty temporarily, just in case I have to rip it back out again for whatever reason. But here we go. We're in luck, guys. It's working. That is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to log in because it opens up my emails and stuff, but wow, this is awesome. What I'm going to do actually is boot up into Windows and see how it runs a few things. So it's working in OS 10. That was the main sort of thing, because you can always get something working in Windows, but if it didn't work in OS 10, I'd be a little bit screwed. So let's boot up into Windows. So it's about half an hour later now. It's getting a little bit dark. And well, to be honest with you guys, just bear in mind that this card now is a PC card before I go ahead and say this. Booting into OS 10, plug and play. No issues with anything whatsoever. Full resolution, everything worked absolutely brilliant. It's taken me half an hour to get the drivers working on Windows in a PC card inside a Mac. It's just ridiculous. I had serious driver issues, and I was worried about this and that, but it is working now. And as you can see there, Nvidia GeForce 8800 GTS, and you can see there in Windows Experience Index, it scores 6.8 and 6.8 in graphics, which is pretty damn amazing for a card that I got given. Okay, so this is working with a keyboard now, so I apologise for my driving in advance. I usually use a wheel, as some of you may know, but I just zoomed up the little things by there. You can see it does get warm. That's one thing I've definitely noticed. It's peaked at about 85 degrees from what I've tested it so far. I don't really take a relevance to that because it sort of flips up and down. I don't think it's that accurate. This is a 320 meg card, so I've had to move the textures down a bit. What I have noticed is, GPU-wise, this is a quicker GPU by far, but limited memory, very, very limited memory. I mean, the 6570 had 2 gigs, so 2000 megabytes, say. This has just a tad over 300. So it's not that the GPU can't handle the textures, it's just the fact it's running out of memory. And it's such a real shame. I think if this thing was 640 meg, which I know they did do, or even up to a gig, it'd just be an absolute monster of a thing. It really, really would. But I'm just gonna show a little bit of gameplay here. See, it's dropped down now to like 280. Alistair, once again, thank you. I cannot thank you enough, man. He says stay out of the 300s. I've been running this game at about 310 up to about 316, as you can see, and it doesn't crash. So as long as you keep it under 320, I think I'm pretty safe. But this is at 1680 by 1050. VSync off. I'm not a huge fan of VSync on something that isn't an absolute extreme monstrosity of a card. The textures are a mixture of low and medium, shadows, stuff like that. And oh god, what? Okay, I apologise for that, guys. I thought I was using the wheel still because it was still plugged in. I have got the wheel up on the desk now. I'm not sure how the force feedback is going to affect audio and stuff like that, but as I said, this is a mixture of low and medium. It's a 2x anti-aliasing, I think, and it's at 1680 by 1050, and it's really hard to talk. There's my personal best just going away, but anyway, mixture of low medium, 1680 by 1050. You can see it never really drops below 45, which is absolutely fine for me. People say you need to run 60. I honestly don't think that. 30 plus I'm content with. To put it into perspective of what my 6570 did, it basically, this is so hard, guys, to drive and talk to you at the same time, but my 6570 run it at 720p or 1280 by 800, but to counteract that, it had higher textures, a mixture of medium to high. with shadows as well, because it does have a newer shader model as well, I think, as well as DirectX 11. But honestly, guys, I'm someone who, as I'm running it on a PC, you want to get the most out of the advantages you've got, and that's resolution and anti-aliasing. I much prefer to knock the resolution up and have anti-aliasing on higher than textures and stuff, because it's just going to look better at the end of the day. And this is just absolutely running brilliantly. It's warm. 82 is warm. I'm not really too happy with that, but well, it makes me uncomfortable. But I've seen people getting their GPUs up to 90 and it's still rock solid stable, so it should be absolutely fine. But yeah, guys, I am in love with this card. For the fact I got it for free, I cannot even believe. But it runs this game. This is the game I spend most of my time in, and it runs it absolutely brilliantly. So yeah, I am just absolutely chuffed, guys. Absolutely chuffed to bits. Anyway, as you can see, it run F1 2013, which is a brand spanking new game, only came out last week, and it's running it absolutely brilliantly. And the only gripe I have about it, even if I was buying this card now for like 50 quid or whatever, the only gripe I'd have about it is that memory. It's an absolute monster of a card, but it's really the memory really limits it. But anyway, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. Once again, guys, go and check Alistair out at youtube.com/deadlyhardware. He is an absolute legend hooking me up with this card. I cannot thank him enough. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.